All right. Guys, welcome. This is Fortnite Triple Threat episode 7 featuring JMack as the streamer and welcoming back my co-host Respawn because Respawn, I
Hey
had to do episode
guys,
6 by myself.
I'm sorry.
I'm
Completely
kidding.
like last week wasn't just like it was not a good week for me. Like it would have been some of the most terrible commentating that you've ever seen in your life, and I was just like, you know what, let me just take a week and get myself together. But I'm back. I'm back.
Well, that's the most important thing is like the happy ending that you're back now. And I managed by myself, but I tell you what, it felt like so much harder work to try to be entertaining by myself. It's so much easier when Respawn is here to like work off of that humor. So I'm just thankful that you're back. I understand that you have to take your time, but I'm glad that you're back for episode 7. It's crazy.
Episode number 7. Jesus, that's 7 weeks of just seeing streamers play Fortnite.
Yeah.
That's almost 21, like at least 21 games that we've commentated.
I know. And the
That's
cool thing is there's
disgusting.
like so many good Fortnite streamers on Mixer that I feel like there's like no end in sight to the show. You know, like let's just keep going. There's so many people that deserve to get the shout out, including JMack himself, let's not forget.
My boy JMack, are you there, brother?
I am here, and I am absolutely honored to be here, by the way. But I just want to make this note, okay?
Okay.
I went back and watched all of these videos. They're all on YouTube. Well, almost all of them. I know
Yeah.
you said there was a couple that were missing.
Yeah.
And folks like Langston and Castle, this is not going to be that level of quality from that perspective, everybody. I'm just warning you now, okay? I'm just letting you know. But it is an honor to be here, and thank you so much for inviting me, Magic.
Well, I mean, there's like the variety of streamers though, because like any platform needs to have a good variety of streamers. If everybody follows one mold, you're gonna get bored, or you're not gonna find a channel that's like your fit, you know?
Yeah.
And so
Yeah,
I think showing off like the variety, there's still quality, but it doesn't have to all be cookie cutter. So it's like, you know, you don't want to look at a stream and be like, I have to copy the way that person streams. You want to find your own style, so that's really important too.
Well, I assure you, I don't copy most of the people that have been on here prior. I assure you, I drum to my own beat per se.
I like that. I like
Drum
that.
to your own
Yeah, that
beat.
should be
I get it.
fine.
I get it. Awesome. Well, I know one thing, JMac, that we've kind of talked about is you have a big event coming up next week, Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, the 29th. Did you want to
Yeah.
take a minute to kind of talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely. We're I think a lot of folks are doing charity streams. I think it's kind of become a common thing on Mixer these days, and I wanted to kind of take my opportunity to be able to do so as well. And so I'm partnering with a local Western Pennsylvania. I'm a Pittsburgh guy for those of you that are out there. Local Western Pennsylvania charity, the Jeremy Dazinski Foundation, who are just an absolutely incredible group that we founded a few years ago, and their main purpose is to generate donations to provide funds to those that need help with medical expenses.
Okay.
So oftentimes families and individuals kind of neglect their health because they can't afford to go see a doctor. They find themselves on hard times, whether it be cancer or whatever it might be. And these guys are out there kind of putting together a lot of events and things like that on a regular basis to kind of help pull together all those donations. So I feel very lucky and privileged to be able to work with them. So that's really about the foundation. And then on the stream itself, I wanted to try something different that I hadn't seen in the Mixer world yet. And actually, we're doing something that's a pledge per win type of campaign.
That's
so kind of
really
like
cool.
if you have a friend that's running a marathon, you pledge like $1 per mile that they run or whatever it is. So
Yeah.
what we're doing is that we're asking folks to pledge a certain amount, whatever you'd like to donate per win that we get throughout that 8-hour stream on the 29th. So we're already up to $116 per win as of today.
Wow.
So super excited. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
So I'll let Respawn start if he has any questions or follow-ups with that, and then I have like I'll try to limit the number of questions I have.
$116 per win.
Yep.
Okay, so like, how many wins do you plan on getting on that
Well,
day? Because honestly, if you end up getting 10, that's $1,000 for that cause right there, man. Like, that's disgusting.
Yep, it's a great question.
Goodness.
Actually, what we did, because of folks like Magic and Gunner and some other folks that'll be helping us out that day, we actually put a cap on it at 10. So the most that someone can actually the most that they would end up donating is 10 times whatever they pledge. So we didn't want it to go crazy and have people get upset because they weren't aware of how quickly it could grow. So once we get to 10, we'll actually stop there. But again, over 8 hours to get 10 wins, I think it's still a pretty aggressive goal. But I think that's what we're shooting for. And our grand total goal that we hope to achieve is $200 a game. So that's our goal at this point.
Oh, that's awesome. So the question I have is, to be at 116, like the event hasn't even started. It's still 9 days away. So what have you used to kind of spread the word or to get people already engaging with this charity?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that one of the beauties of this campaign is that I've blended something that I'm very, very close to in real life. So I would say that there's probably about a 50-50 split of streamers and Mixer participants that have donated, as well as in real life participants, those that are close to the foundation and things like that. So I've been using Facebook predominantly for those in real life, and clearly Twitter and Discord and my channel on the stream to be able to promote it from the streamer side. So the combination of them has just been absolutely incredible. So
I love
the
it.
turnout has been great.
I mean, I love kind of that idea that gaming can cross over into the real life too. I think that's amazing. And then also using the gaming community to promote a good cause is obviously something that's really near and dear to my heart. I think it's a great thing because there's so much bad talk about video games and how they're so damaging. So I think to kind of show the other side is the best way to combat that negative impression of gaming.
Absolutely.
So I think it's really exciting, and I'm excited to be a part of it. So that's, again, guys, next Saturday, September 29th at JMack's channel. Please go give him a follow preemptively. Look at that. I'm using the big words.
Thanks, preemptively. That means ahead of time, everybody.
That's right. Go ahead and follow his channel just now so you're ready for next week, Saturday. So he's going to be doing an 8-hour charity stream, and you can donate per win. So even if you only want to say, hey, how about $1 or how about $2 per win, like whatever it is, to try to get up to that $200 per win goal would be awesome. And if you can't be on that day, like Emerald mentioned, there are other ways that you could promote the stream. So JMack, how can people get involved if they can't maybe tune in on that particular day or that specific time?
Yeah, so any other streamers that might have the ability to host, I think that's going to be very beneficial as well.
Yeah.
I'm sending out a lot of tweets and a lot of stuff in Discord. Folks can kind of help us retweet and kind of get the word out. I think it'd be very fantastic. And again, we're going to have, what is it? There's 4 shifts. So there's going to be 12 different streamers that are also involved, and they're going to be helping us promote it as well. So super excited about that. That's
pretty cool. I tried to rope Gunner into the same time slot with me so that he could carry me.
And you did. Actually, and just so you guys know, it'll be you, Gunner, and Ricky, who I think has been on this with other teams in the past. So you guys really got to help us carry our weight here. You're going to be dragging me for a couple hours. So.
I've been trying to play today to get back warmed up and back in the swing of things. So we'll do what we can, especially since it's for such a great cause. I love it.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
So JMack, have you been a part of charity streams before, or is this your first time running an event or being a part of a stream event?
Yeah, this is actually the first one that I've been a part of in terms of actually playing in and kind of helping run and host. I've donated to a bunch. Particularly Stat Boosters was not too long back on juvenile diabetes, and that was awesome. And actually, I think that I donated towards yours and Bees. I think whenever you guys did it for the kids. Yeah. So I try to get involved in a lot of different charities. I just haven't had a chance to kind of be in one, so I figured I'd just kind of take the initiative and pull it together. So I'm super excited for the first one.
Yeah, I'm excited for you too. I think that's really awesome, and especially since it's something that you're so personally invested in, I think people can hear that story and hear why you're passionate about it and really kind of get drawn towards it that way. So it's pretty great.
Yep. Awesome.
Yeah.
That is. Oh, that's amazing, man. I'm actually going to tune into it. You said September 29th, what time?
Yep. It's noon to 8, so it'll be on the 29th. Yep, Eastern. So we're kicking off at noon, and then every 2 hours we'll have a shift of different streamers that are or followers, depending on the situation that will be in there helping us as well. And again, a combination of some folks from our local area, some folks that are fellow streamers, some folks that are followers. So trying to mix it up and get different people involved. So I think it'll be pretty entertaining throughout the day.
I'm excited. That'll be good times. Well, we'll keep our eyes peeled, especially on Twitter, so we can be liking and retweeting all the announcements and stuff and kind of spread the word. But I'm I'm blown away that 116 per win has already been like pledge, like 'cause that's huge. That's a really huge start.
Yeah, and honestly, we just put it out there. I want to say probably about 9 days ago, if that. So I had less than 3 weeks to actually promote it. So I'm really humbled and honored that people are kind of flocking towards it, and I think it's just going to be an incredible day. So super excited.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, we'll probably come back to that maybe in the post game a little bit.
Okay.
I want to spend a little bit of time just talking about you and your channel. One thing that I think is very unique to your channel is you do something that's called a bounty stream. So I want people to kind of hear what this idea is, because I think it's really creative, and I think that a lot of people find a lot of entertainment value in your bounty stream. So do you want to explain how that works?
Yeah, certainly. So back in, I think it was May. And for those that know me in real life and on the stream, I kind of want to push the boundaries on everything. Yeah. And I actually went to Mixer and I said, listen, I have an idea on something that I want to do. I want to make sure that it's legal, right? And that I'm not breaking any rules.
Sure.
And essentially I said to them, I said, hey, here's the deal. I want people to be able to watch my stream and actually have an opportunity to use that as a tool to come and eliminate me. So I asked them, I said, is it okay if people actually, the negative connotation of stream sniping, is it okay for them to do that as long as I let them and say it's okay and I give you my blessing while we're in this setting? So what I do is that I give away a $10 Xbox gift card for those that can actually eliminate me during a Fortnite match.
Yeah.
And then we have a variety on that. We started out as solo, which I realized very quickly I was going to go to the poorhouse by doing. And then I started adding great talent. Yeah, I started adding folks that could come in and protect me on duos and squads. And then we've actually had a lot of different variations of that. We did one recently where we were in playgrounds, and I would invite 3 people at a time, and then the winner of that would go on to the finals, and then the winner of 3 different rounds would be in the finals, and then that winner would win a gift card as well. So we're trying different variations on the bounty stream, but that's kind of how it all started, and that was probably back in May. So
that's crazy. So that was kind of like a bracket format, right?
Yep. Yeah, and that's it, and I'm calling it Playground Playoffs. So we're thinking about spinning off a little bit on that as well. So we'll see how it goes.
I love it. Have you ever heard of that before, Respawn?
No, actually, that's actually a really good idea. Really,
thank you, Respawn. I appreciate that.
That's pretty cool.
I think definitely gotta drop in and check out a stream of that. Like, I've never seen that happen before.
Absolutely.
I think Respawn is already at 200%. I can't turn him up anymore.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I can hear him fine.
I don't know.
Oh, no, they're talking about on stream.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why you can't hear him so well. Langston said, "Oh, it's on." So Langston, you can stop by for JMack for one of those bounty streams and go after him. Do you allow a crossplay for that, JMack?
Actually, I don't do any crossplay. But listen, Langston, I will change that whole mindset if you decide to come over and be a part of it. Because I have a few really talented guys and girls that are in my stream that probably need you to come in and slap them around a little bit. You know what I mean? So I think it would be great to have you over there.
Well, there you go. So Langston gets a personal invitation. Wow. You special. That's pretty great. I love it. I think it's really cool to see how the Fortnite community has been so creative with like these individual events and then also like tournaments. So like obviously we're all kind of like waiting on the edge of our seat for private matches to be publicly available, but until then to know that there's some workarounds so you can still kind of have fun and goof off with your friends and stuff. It's really cool to see what people come up with when left to their own creativity. So
Exactly.
So cool. All right. Well, I don't have any other questions. Respawn, did you have something you wanted to ask before we hop into some games?
My legendary question that I ask each and every week, but I can't ask it this week due to the fact that I dropped down and kind of lost. But are we gonna see some nice plays today, Mr. JMack?
I'm going to give it my all. How about that? I'm going to be in try-hard mode with these two guys, and we're going to do everything that we can to try to make it happen.
Brought Gunner in to have
Exactly. And as I said at the beginning, I'm typing in chat, you guys will see some great gameplay ... out of JMS Gunner. So.
Well, if you guys don't know, JMS Gunner was featured last week in Fortnite Triple Threat, but that's okay because this kind of the fun thing is like this friend knows this friend who also knows this friend, and it's kind of like one of my favorite things about the Mixer community is kind of how interconnected everybody is, and you're not that many connections away from knowing everybody, especially when it comes to an individual game community or whatever. So
absolutely, absolutely.
We'll watch Stat and Gunner and you and see some nice team plays, and it'll be a lot of fun. I'm excited.
Very cool.
Alrighty.
Looking forward to it.
Well, Respawn and I may be doing a couple of listen-ins here, but we'll be muted, so just try not to be distracted. It's like a 50-50 chance that we jinx you and you die, or that you go on to victory. It's been tracked carefully. But yeah, don't mind us. We're just gonna listen in so that the stream can hear your team communication from time to time. But mostly we'll just be chatting in our own Discord channel and let you guys just do your thing.
Cool.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right, we'll catch up with you in a couple games. Good luck.
Thank you so much. Let's go.
Let's get it.
I moved Gunner first just to be safe.
I got you.
It's crazy. All right. Well, we'll see how well I do at the whole jumping off the side of a map thing. I think I can do it. I think I can.
Yeah, you know, I've been seeing that you breaking your ankles lately. You've most definitely got better at that.
That's right.
I'm proud of you, Magic. Okay?
Thank you. I tried. Let me turn off a couple of these. There we go. Now we can just focus on the nice gameplay there. Yes.
Ooh, hold on. They got some nice skins going on. I totally forgot that they
I
sold
know.
skins.
I'll show them a little bit. I never even think I've seen that wrestler one, like the Nacho Libre one. I don't think I've ever seen that before. What the heck is that?
I've seen them, but then like when I looked at it, I was just like, no. But this female Ragnarok skin right now.
Oh,
I'm
it's so
at,
good.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
This one right here.
She's got like
This
the
one right here
piercing
is
blue
amazing.
eyes and like the ice blue hair. I'm like, man, I'm just gonna bleach all my hair and dye it like blue, like neon blue. Nah, I'm not really.
I'm just hoping that for season 6, that instead of the level 100 skin being a male, let it actually be a female for one time. You feel me? Am I the only person that feels this sentiment?
I never actually thought about that, but I totally agree with you. It'd be awesome. And there's some pretty rocking female skins out there, but you're right. It's never been the level 100.
Yeah, like it's never been a level.
That's weird.
100 skin. Like, I most definitely think a female should definitely take the level 100 skin this season. But
I'm with that.
if they don't want to do that, I guess.
Guys, if you're tuning into the stream, this is called Fortnite Triple Threat. So this is a weekly show that we run on Thursday nights starting at 8 p.m. Eastern or 8:30, depending on what's happening. And we get there. I was late too, okay? I was late. And so what we do is we feature different Mixer streamers that are Fortnite streamers primarily. Today we're featuring JMack, and then Respawn and I commentate on the gameplay, kind of do a pre and post game interview to give you a chance to get to know the streamer and their channel a little bit. And we're just gonna watch their gameplay. So yeah, it is !streamer Bad Frog, and then co-host will give a link to Respawn's channel. So usually we do about 3 or 4 games. Right now it looks like JMack and the crew are heading out to Snobby Shores.
Snobby Shores.
Oh, but they have company. I'm actually surprised. It looks like there's another team out here.
Most definitely, like Snobby Shores is definitely not a location where you would think that anybody would even drop in. So as soon as you land inside of Snobby Shores, you would think that you'll have all the houses to yourself. But in this case, they're gonna be joined by some enemies. Let's see how they're gonna handle this one.
That's interesting.
It's just amazing how
go ahead.
the stream starts. It's just amazing how the game starts and then my stream wants to lag. This is amazing.
Well, I was trying to get the stream started and Streamlabs was like, update Streamlabs OBS. I'm like, oh, great. An update right now? It ended up working out. Oh, there we go. We got some action. This guy's pinched right between JMack and Gunner.
Dropping some damage. Wait a minute. Big bombs around him. This ain't looking good. Oh, JMack, what's the problem? JMack, what's the problem? You just decided to take 15 damage for no reason at all. This is amazing.
It looks like he got confused by those hit markers because he kind of spun in a circle looking for that guy too. And I don't know what happened. He was between Gunner and JMack. Where the heck did this person go?
Like this man went ghost. I'm like, oh god. Like,
nobody knows. Did he just leave the game?
This guy probably did leave the game, or he could have left out of Snobby, and he's probably hiding underneath a mountain right now.
I don't even know.
Like But
Well, they're going to take this time to pop some minis, it looks like. I don't know. JMack did take 15 damage for what seemed like no apparent reason. Maybe he thought the stink bombs were his teams instead of the enemies?
No, I believe the stink bomb affects you even if you throw it down.
Wait, does it affect teammates, though?
It should, actually.
Gotcha.
It should. I believe that's a all area effect type of weapon. So
Okay.
if it's your team or the enemy team, it's still gonna hurt you.
It sounds like there's somebody in this house. I heard some shots from Stat Booster. JMack's trying to find the best way to get up. Stat Booster does get down.
What just happened?
They're in the attic or on the roof. Oh.
He's on top of the roof.
The first
enemy's on top of
there he is. Come on, JMack. Get up there.
Thirsted. Here, ladies and gentlemen, JMack is going to try to correct some space between him and the first one, but then gets knocked down to all fours and gets thirsted. And followed by...
He didn't get thirsted. They just killed Gunner as well, so they both were just done.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. That guy got 2 kills.
Because I saw like a lot of
here's like that whole squad, man. They got 1 knock, but they couldn't confirm anything, and they just got surrounded. I think the other team just having high ground was too much, and they couldn't regain that high ground. As a warm-up, yeah. Warm-up game never counts.
The stream
Well, this is like one of my slogans that people can tell you. I say this like every day. Warm-up game doesn't count. Like, you can play as bad as you want. Warm-up game just doesn't count. So I think we just move on right to the next one. All right, now that we're all warmed up, you got to do those piggy push-ups beforehand. This is how you warm up for the games.
Why not push-ups? Because I thought thumbs is what we use 110%.
Oh, thumb push-ups? I don't even know. How do we?
Thumb push-ups. Like put it on the side.
Okay.
Like the table. And,
I got you.
And then also like pointer push-ups as well. Because those are your aiming and shoot buttons.
I don't know how to do this. Trying to do thumb push-ups on my boom. It wasn't working.
Nope.
But you're right. Loosen up those fingers, stretch a little bit, and you'll be good.
Warm up the hand. Well, you know what, JMack, if you can hear me, it gets the hand warmers.
That's right.
Your hands are probably cold because the way that you was aiming at them.
Harsh words.
No, I mean, at the end of the day, I can't talk because I definitely just missed the whole bit.
I forgot to thank the bus driver. No wonder my team didn't win. I wonder who came up with that idea. The thank the bus driver idea. I wonder who came up with that.
They came up with the idea of thanking the bus driver, but then they think of the idea of taking out the double barrel.
Oh my gosh. The woes of Fortnite players. There will never be a meta where everybody is happy. It's just not ever going to happen.
I mean, but I definitely do think that probably the best meta for Fortnite was the double shotgun period. I genuinely do believe that one. Yeah, there you go. Double pumps. Double pumps was just amazing. But hold on, Bad Frog is asking if I could turn it up on my end.
So can you adjust your output? Do you need help with how to do this?
No, I just put it to 10.5 decibels to allow my mic to pick up more. So Bad Frog, can you hear me or no? At this point, it probably
much better. Yay!
Okay.
Good deal. Yay! Respawn. Looks like they're heading out to Junction. Gunner's gonna stop at the Easter Island head and grab a couple of chests, maybe ripped over to his team or whatnot. That's the nice thing.
It's actually looking like that they're picking the sides of the map. I really do think that they're going for the win here. Because honestly, if I'm trying to go for the win, I would land on the sides of the map, not areas like Tilted or Retail. What are some other places? What's it called?
Yeah. They're not landing in the central locations that are busier. They're kind of starting on the outside and maybe working their way in, which can be a really good strategy for going for the win. I like it.
Most definitely.
Big Daddy, I'm gonna address this issue in chat because you keep on asking the same question. I told you I post when I'm streaming on Twitter and Discord. Right now we're doing a show called Fortnite Triple Threat, so nobody's joining right now. But I always play with followers on Saturday starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. So if there's people that are wanting to get into some games, that's when you should do that. But Thursday nights are for featuring other Mixer streamers playing Fortnite. And that is that. Okay? But thank you everybody for tuning in. Today's streamer that we are featuring is JMack. Please go and give his channel a follower. He's a great dude. He does a really unique bounty stream that we talked about a little bit in the pregame. And it's pretty cool.
That's a smart idea.
I like it. So basically, he does streams where you are allowed to stream snipe, even encouraged to, which remember, not every channel will let you do this. In some places, it's even a bannable offense, but he does it very intentionally, and he advertises it. It's in his title that he does a bounty stream. And then if you're stream sniping, sometimes it's solo, sometimes it's squads. If you get the kill, then he gets you a $10 gift card. So it's pretty cool.
I wonder how much money he drops per those streams.
I don't know. I don't know.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
That was most definitely a really good, unique idea. I see no other mixture streamers doing it.
Yeah.
And you know what? Probably one day in my life, if I ever seen him stream and he's stream,
Yes.
I'm gonna get that bounty. Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes he does squads. So like, let's team up. Let's go do it. Whoever gets the kill gets the gift card. You know what I'm saying? I'll fight you for that JMack kill.
We most definitely got to do that.
It'll be good times.
This man over here offering up $10 Xbox. You know what, guys? If you guys have not dropped a follow for this man already for $10, I'm gonna need you guys to do so. That's a really smart idea.
I like it.
Freaking amazing, man. Respawn in the of course.
That's right.
Boy,
Hey.
you put money on your head. Best believe I'm taking your neck off. What are you talking
He usually
about?
sets a little bit about for each bounty stream. That makes sense. Well, we'll have to be there nice and early to get that first shot at it. It looks like JMack, Gunner, and Booster are going to head over to the motel, which the nice thing about this loot path is that there are a few different rift locations you can get to. So there's the one at the Easter Island head that they passed, and then there's also rift spawns over here by the motel, so they can go get some more loot and still not worry so much about Circle. They'll have a chance to use that rift to get out of there, hopefully.
Circle's actually pretty far, but
Yeah.
you know, with the use of the rifts, they'll be over there. I just hope that they avoid lazy links, because honestly, that's like one of the worst places to drop. If you drop in lazy, you better have some thumb skills, because honestly,
it was so crowded earlier.
Everyone that drops in there is just crazy. Like, goodness.
Oh, that's also Bad Frog. It's a blast and unshifted. Have you been a part of those bounty streams in the past then? That's pretty cool. They got 3 rifts over here. Nice.
Ooh, 3 rifts?
Do you know what this location reminds me of? Do you ever have those games that you play in or watch where it's like whenever you go back to the location, it brings up those memories? Because I remember Lopsided, when we did the Fortnite Triple Threat featuring Lopsided, and they had that snipe-off battle right here, and that's what I'm remembering from this spot.
Oh my goodness, that was disgusting.
That was brutal.
But the one thing that this area reminds me of is I always get confused every time. Like, it was either between Castle or Langston, and the mountain to the, I believe it's, in front of JMack right now.
Nice kill!
Oh my good,
I did not even see that guy! Where did that guy come from?
Sit down. Boy, JMack.
He must have heard or seen something that I didn't, because all of a sudden he's just shooting this guy. I had no clue where that person even came from.
My boy had dead silence on, is what exactly happened.
Dude, what a great kill. But now he's kind of looking, where are these teammates at? I know exactly, there they are, southeast. See if he can get a pick. Oh, the headshot! Ooh. That was crisp.
Ooh, I like Jesus, wait a minute. Ooh. Is he trying to do the TFU peek here, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, the team is coming. They know that someone is in the motel.
They have to get either get these kills or get out, because the storm is coming at them hard.
Most definitely, but just as you said, those 3 rifts looking mighty tasty, right? Looking mighty tasty right now. Because if that storm touches their butts, it's over for them.
Yeah, I think one teammate actually took the rift. It looked like Stat took a rift, and he just boogied right out of there.
Stat was just like, all right, boys, I'm just going to let you guys fight that if you guys want. Just know that the storm is coming, and yeah, I'm gone.
Well, here's an interesting thing. You notice that Gunner and JMack went intentionally to separate rifts because they didn't want to leave any rifts for that team to follow them. So by taking 3 different rifts, they're basically slamming the door in the face of that team and leaving them out in the storm.
Oh, I think JMack actually sees one of the... no, actually 2 of the enemy teams. Oh, can he get another headshot here, ladies and gentlemen? He hits him for a 23. Wait a minute. It's looking like he's pulling out that hunting rifle. Did he get him? No, he did not miss them by a hair. By a literal hair. Using the hunting rifle once again. It looks like he's not leading the shots. That's the main problem.
He got it. Ooh, there it is. That was beautiful.
My boy JMack shutting me up with that third shot. Oh my goodness, JMack.
Gunner shotguns the guy down. Is that it, or is there one teammate still out there?
There should be one more teammate out there, unless if they're doing team of 3, because I think that they took out a team of 3 right now.
They did take out 3. JMack got 2 and 1 for stat booster. Only a little bit of storm damage, no big deal, and we're actually in pretty decent shape. Stat booster with 50 shield, 93 health. JMack 85. Gunner at 100 health, and his shield is climbing, so he must use a slurp there.
Wait,
that's
so
beautiful.
Why didn't they share the shields? They don't believe in sharing is caring.
I don't know. I thought there were some minis in play that maybe they could give to JMack. I don't know.
Yeah, I believe Stat Booster dropped a mini for Gunner, and I thought that Gunner was actually going to give that mini to JMack, but he ended up using that mini plus the
I've had this problem with Gunner before. The slurp plus the mini to get to 200. Maybe they're waiting for a chug jug or something to give to JMack. Who knows?
A chug jug? A possible... You know what? That would be the most legitimate definition of streamer loot. If they ended up getting a chug jug, that would be pretty
I think
disgusting.
I saw a tree go down south, like 195 on the other side of this hill. And this is interesting. They're already down to 22 players in the game, and the circles go into Tomato Temple, Containers, Dusty Diner, Wailing Woods. Interesting circle placement. I haven't seen a circle close off here in a while.
Ooh, man.
I think
if it closes off in Dusty Diner, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Dusty Diner has been one of my favorite places to land lately. I don't know why. Like, it's just something new about the aesthetics and whatnot. And then, like, I think there's like 3 chest
spawns. Oh, there's contact. Southwest 220. I think they saw them. Maybe not. I don't know. They're staying out in the open. I definitely saw 2 people on that opposite hill. There you go. Now JMack gets a peek at him. If he hits that shot,
with that hunting rifle.
If he hits that shot, I'd be like, I'm done.
If he would have hit that, I swear on everything, I would have put down my mic. I would have been like, Magic, I'll see you next week. I'm gone. Okay?
That'd be it. It'd be over.
It was close.
It was a good shot, too.
Very good. Holy goodness, man.
Well, they got plenty of time to get into circles, so they're gonna maybe go for a little bit of high ground here, and they're kind of waiting. Like they can pick the fight that they want. That fight was so far away, they chose to disengage and look for another fight, which I think is a good call.
I'm actually happy for them that they didn't decide to go for that fight, because there was also a team over by this direction, and if this team would have heard them fighting with the other team, they would have been in a definite pinch.
Yeah, there's a pile of loot here at the temple.
Oof. Can we find some mini shields for my boy JMack, man? At least a big shield. Please, something for my boy. He's running around here naked. Naked. That's not
and not just his wrestler arms peeking out of that tank top either. We're talking about no shields here.
No shields, man.
I thought those minis. Nope, it was grenades. Rip. Nothing.
Am I the only person that feels naked when I don't have shields, or?
I totally agree with you that without the shields, I mean, like, you have a chance to double your health by adding shields, and without it, you feel so vulnerable. Like, anything can just pick you off. Oh, speaking of which, a snipe coming in from the bridge south. There's people posted up. Look down to your left, a little JMack. That sniper down to the left, down. Yeah,
look down to your left,
yes,
JMack, what's going
yes,
on?
there it is.
We go. Oh my God, with the 86, taking away his whole entire shield. JMack is going to be using this. Oh, wait, hold on. I thought he picked up the med kit. I was so wrong.
I thought the same.
Oh, my God. Yo, JMack's head literally just survived the meanest headshot. Like,
another 86. Beautiful. God. And there's some more
JMack
of those stink grenades.
That he knows how to shoot.
Yeah. Dude, that hunting rifle plays I'm happy about. A couple 86 damages is solid. Oh no, stat goes down with an SMG.
Here, ladies and gentlemen, JMack is on his way to see who just knocked down this boy Stat. Stat actually has no one near him. He probably got picked off from a distance.
I don't know. It was killed by an SMG though. So
he was?
Yeah, he went down by SMG. So he's either got a really long range SMG shot or there's somebody in the temple. I don't know.
Somebody within the temple now. Because to kill somebody from a long range SMG,
there he
I don't
is.
think that they've made it. Oh, there it is. Gunner. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Took him down to 31 HP here, ladies and gentlemen. Gunner is forced to build. If he does not build, he can lose this one for the team.
JMack was killed and confirmed.
It's the only way. Wait, hold on. This man actually used the boogie bomb. He's a legend for that one.
Hey, maybe it's a stall tactic. It gives him a chance to drop some bandages.
This man used the boogie bomb. He's a legend for that one. Oh my goodness. The guy actually
don't
grappled
understand.
with a pump shot.
8 damage.
That is what we live for here, ladies and gentlemen. Getting a pump shotgun to hit an 8 with. That is what we live for here in Fortnite. This is Fortnite at its finest. Here, guys. Fortnite at its finest.
I don't even have words when you're like point blank and it's a beautiful shotgun shot, and then you see that 8 pop up, and you're just like, you know,
just like
you just
what,
like,
what do you?
I don't even know.
What just happened?
It was crazy.
But okay. Moving on to game 3 here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to hope that Gunner gets a pump shotgun that actually works here.
Yeah.
Because that 8 was not where it was at, man. Okay, that 8 was not where it was at.
Gunner changed skins out. Stat changed skins out. Obviously, that's the problem. Guys, if you're tuning in right now, we are running Fortnite Triple Threat. So thanks for hanging out. But we're going to be focusing on the gameplay here by JMack and his team. If you want to go check it out and give them a follow, that'd be awesome. My co-host Respawn is also here doing a great job with the shoutcasting. So yeah. Just thanks for watching, and appreciate all the mods in chat as well, and all the follows.
Can we please drop some prayers in the chat, because I'm stunned for the fact that this man just hit an 8 with a pump shotgun literally 2 inches away from a man. Okay, because if I would have slapped you with a pump shotgun 2 inches away from you in real life, something is coming off. Okay,
right?
Like you're not surviving.
And the guy that he shot, he was in a 1v3. He probably wasn't gonna survive. But the guy he shot had only 10 health when it was over. Like, he should have at least got that one guy down with that shotgun shot, and then being able to focus on the second one. But it's like sometimes the inconsistency of shotguns is just a game killer. So yeah,
it was just his luck that he picked up that blue shotty that did absolutely nothing.
It looks like they're planning to go to Paradise Palms this one, which is a totally different strategy, maybe a little bit more aggressive, but it's still quite a flight away, which I've noticed that pattern in their gameplay, that they're okay to fly across map if they need to. And we'll see what happens over here at Paradise. We need to do a listen-in. I think after we relocate, the black screen for like 20 seconds, maybe we can do a quick listen-in and see if there's some action happening over there in Paradise. What do you think?
Most definitely. Yeah. Let's get into that.
All right, so let me land. Guys, I am intentionally wiping here. Remember
remember when we saw this truck like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And I was just like, yo, there's a truck here.
I'm gonna ruin somebody's day. I'm gonna take all this loot with me.
Oh man! Yep. Take the boogie bomb too.
That's right.
There we go.
That's right. Not for you. Not for any of you all. This is how I held my team. So guys, I am intentionally wiping. It's called Fortnite Triple Threat for a reason, because it's a 3-man team trying to get some wins that allows Respawn and I to do some shoutcasting. Unfortunately, without private matches, we don't have a way to spectate or observe, so we kind of improvise. And I destroy my KD on a weekly basis, just for your viewing pleasure.
Let me just see how your Fortnite tracker is looking.
I don't want you to look at that. Just let's not even. You bring up my Fortnite stats, and I'm gonna bring up your fall damage.
Oh, really? That's how we feeling, Magic? Wow. That's how we feeling. Okay, you know what? You got it.
Fair is fair.
Got it. I'm not even gonna look at it. Fair is fair.
He's like Tim the Tatman of Mixer over here.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay.
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 Oh, you looked at my stats?
Do you listening? No. I most definitely did not.
I'm not proud of it.
I wanted to ask. Did you want to move into the listening?
Oh yeah,
See,
yeah.
how they're doing. All right, let's get right into the listening here, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on.
Take a shotgun.
There we go. Alright, chat, you should still be able to hear me.
I'm bandaging.
But I'm muted
Real
to
quick.
them in the Discord.
Oh, thank you.
That was great timing just to see JMack finish off that kill, get some minis. Get some minis. Get some mini. You got it. You got it. Oh no,
Oh,
Can you
Gunner!
Don't
confirm?
die. Where's
The hell are they?
Right there.
He's in
Just
the
open that door
building
to
now.
your left. JMack.
He's what?
No, nothing go.
Not JMack. JMack.
Ah, he's in that building to your left, where the tractor is.
I know. But I'm not going in there alone if JMack can come over there.
I'm with you, bud. I'm coming. I'm here.
I'll go through the front door if you'll go through the alley.
Ooh, pro strats.
Is he up top? Where is he? Oh god, right here in front of us.
Oh.
Oh wow, how did I just trap myself in here? That's not good. What?
Oh no.
Oh, one shot.
Bum, bum, bum. Well then. That was a GG. GG's
So
in
Gunner,
the
what were
chat.
you saying about people playing poorly whenever they're in one of these things?
It wasn't me.
It wasn't.
I'm sitting here, I'm cracking up because that's something serious.
So that guy killed all three of you. His shotgun does more than 8 damage. Don't you wish you had that shotgun?
Thank goodness people can't hear us.
Oh, they can.
They can.
Oh man, I liked the call outs though. JMack's like, I'll take the alley, Stat takes the front door, but then he was like on that ledge shooting down the alley. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I did not see him there.
I
Did
didn't
not
either.
see him there.
All we saw on stream was like, you know, you was running perfectly fine, and then
Yeah.
next thing you know, you went from 100 health to like a cool 20.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
not
like,
good. Not
This
good.
man.
Didn't even see that guy.
That's
No
crazy.
idea where he came from.
Do you have time for one more game and then we'll do the wrap up?
Yeah, sure.
All right, we'll leave so you guys can focus and we'll try to... You can just blame us. It's okay.
Yeah, just make sure nobody can hear us.
Most definitely.
Mhm.
Well, just know that whenever you see Magic and Respawn, you know, inside of the chat with you, people can hear you. It's like, you know, it's a listening, but we don't talk to
But
you.
we don't see when you come in because we're focused on the game.
That's right.
Oh, shit,
As
honey,
you
I
should
see
be.
that.
We
Make-
never know.
Now I'm gonna keep an eye on it.
Well, you know what? When we join in, I'm gonna do like a little boop noise, and then I'll mute my mic, and then like, yeah, hope that helps.
You make
yeah.
a boop noise. Boop, boop. All right, well, we'll let you guys get back to it. Good
All
luck.
right, thank you. Thank you.
Oh man, I'm telling you, we do those listen-ins and it's like 50% of the time, I don't know if we're jinxing them or what, they end up getting killed as soon as we hop in for those listen-ins. I'll blame Respawn. Oh, I have to bring Respawn back. Respawn, I left him. Hi, I left you in the team chat.
Left me there, man.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna give you the role so you can move around as you please. Why has this not happened yet? There you go. Now you can just roam everywhere, willy-nilly.
Thank you. I was just like, she gotta move me, boys. And then like they was just like, oh, I see Respawn starts to the left. I think he just wanna what's it called? Wish us bad luck. I'm like, no. I just gotta get moved out. Oh man.
Oh,
God.
dear. It's like when you're the only one of your friends that has a truck, everybody comes to you to get them moved out, right?
everyone.
Oh my gosh. Alright, well, now you have the role to move from channel to channel freely. You know, it just took a few
Thank
weeks.
you.
You had to pass the series of tests and challenges.
I wasn't gonna do anything stupid.
What's the GER for, JMack? You got this. They're going to Viking Town. Viking Town. I don't know. What do we call it? Valhalla? Valhalla?
They're going to the ship?
Yeah, it looked like it. We'll see what happens.
Man, I haven't seen a land like this in like ever.
But it's
And I watch
another
a lot of
Rift
Fortnite
location.
ninjas and this, everybody.
I'm okay with that.
Like,
Hey, I got some Reese's peanut butter cups. You want some? Ready? Catch.
thank you.
I should see if I could throw this and hit the camera, but I probably could, and then I'd break it. No, let's not do that.
And then, like, you know, like you'll leave a smudge of chocolate on it.
There you go.
Come
Yeah.
on.
I probably should do that. All right, here we are in Valhalla. Valhalla? Yeah. Anyways.
Valhalla.
And so far, just looting, which is great. Stat grabs a gray AR and a slurp and a grappler. Gunner's over here on the ship
I
now.
saw like a I think I saw a green pump form as well.
Okay.
Oh no, that was actually for JMack. There we go. Okay.
Do you remember Langston's episode of Fortnite Triple Threat? He broke through the bottom of the ship and fell down the waterfall and knocked himself out.
Those are some good times.
Oh,
there's a lot
my-
of times in Fortnite Triple Threat, like you're just like, wow, did that really just happen?
Like
That
sometimes the
really-
memories are like these clutch plays and grand finishes, but sometimes like playing Fortnite is just for those absurd and hilarious moments. Like you can just enjoy playing the game with friends and like sometimes just goofing off, you know? It doesn't have to always be try hard mode. It's okay.
Shoot, every game that I play, it has to be tryhards, man. I can't look like a noob. Noobtastic is not what I do. But you know, except for falling through.
I want to take that
battles and whatnot.
soundbite of you in your little squeaky voice saying "Noobtastic is not what I do" and make it a soundboard command. I wish I could find a way to do that.
Noobtastic. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you one day. I'll just send you like a little voice recording of it. I'll try not to make it sound like awkward or anything like that.
Yeah. It'd be so funny. It'll be my follower notification every time I get a follower. Noobtastic is not what I do from Respawn. It can be good times.
I'll most definitely get it to you by tomorrow. No worries.
Let's go. Let's
No
go.
worries.
Alright, so we're looting up. Gunner has 50 shield. JMack and Stab Booster both bare naked and shieldless. Uh-oh.
Bare naked. Like this is not good, man.
No.
Okay, like walking around with no shield is almost like going outside with just a tank top on. Like honestly, that's exactly how I
Exposed.
feel. Like, exposed. I cannot go anywhere in Fortnite without having shield. I start getting like anxiety attacks. I'm just like, wait a minute, somebody can literally see me with a sniper.
ya.
And
I feel like there's like
Yo.
I have this like mental timer and I don't know what that amount of time is, but at some point I'm like, I don't have shield, and it's like I'm okay for the first little bit, but then the panic starts to gradually increase. Look at these 23 hits! Oh dude, he broke that guy's shield.
broke the man's shield with nothing but a scoped AR. What is
Oh,
going
no.
on?
He missed that, Rick. He's
And
gonna grab the
JMack
second.
misses the lift. Okay.
Don't miss your
all right,
jump.
brother.
You got it. Are they going after these kills? Now this is a risky play because they're actually heading out of circle, but they want
Out of
these
circle.
kills, man.
Kills. Oh man, dude, they want to throw us a show here, ladies and gentlemen, even if it requires them running out the storm. They are here to deliver a gameplay of the century here,
don't know
guys.
what's
We don't know where
happening.
JMack is going, but
I saw a pile of loot over there. Like the guy, maybe did he run off up the ramp and then just die from fall damage himself?
I mean, hey, I saw a Stairway to Heaven, so I mean, hey, you know, Stairway to Heaven with a platform. He probably did hop inside the water. Probably did.
Big J, I'm gonna let a mod handle that via whisper. If I could get Bad Frog or Raymit probably to step up and handle that'd be great. So we'll keep doing the show. I think they're still looking around to see where this guy might have went, but in the meantime, they're gonna grab some loot. They do have to worry about circle. They only have 3 minutes, and it's on the other side of the world. Hey, shield! Look at that.
Oh, that shield
Man.
is looking nice. Get that 150 health, JMack. You deserve it, buddy.
There we go.
I have to get it. blasted in Paradise Palms, man.
Yeah,
Go
you
ahead
gotta
and
get
that.
out of here though. I'm a little worried about how kind of casual they're playing right now with the storm creeping up in 2 minutes and 30 seconds to get across the other side of the map.
Oh no. No, trust me, they are going to be running inside of the storm. At this point in time, you're at the
know.
farthest end of the circle. They're going to be running into that storm.
Oh, they got a golf cart, I think. That could make
they
a
did?
difference. I thought they were gonna maybe build a back up to Viking ship and then use a rift again, but they might just try to take the golf cart and get the heck out of here. They got 2 minutes. They need to go. I don't know why they're still looting.
Get in the golf cart here, boys. What are you doing?
There's
There we
two.
go. There
Where
we
the
go.
heck is
We got some
Stat?
brains going on here.
Oh my
We got some brains
gosh, I'm
going
so
on
worried
here.
about the amount of damage right here.
Like, yo, Stat Booster just like, look, man, give me 1 second. I'm just hopping over.
I don't know what he's
Like,
doing.
Stat Booster, hello? At this point, I'd be leaving. I'd be like, you know what?
I'd be like,
I'm
see ya.
one of them drivers,
Oh,
like, dude,
oh,
like,
oh,
at this
oh.
point, I'm gone.
Like, I think the
Oh,
storm is
nah.
gonna catch him. I don't think they can. I don't know. I don't know if they can outrun it. Maybe they can. Oh my
think
gosh,
they're-
it's close.
I think they're driving as fast as the storm.
Yeah, they're
Or
getting
just
a
little bit faster.
Yep, a little bit of ground. But if they come across some obstacles that they have to drive around, like the field house here, that could be a game changer. Oh my gosh, were they cutting it close or what?
That was most. What, yo, Stat Booster, like, since you're in the chat right now, what were you doing? Like, what was inside that house that was so...
Oh, no!
Oh, my God!
Oh, he saved
the man
it!
cannot drive!
Oh, he saved
You
it.
have one job!
Stat with a ramp?
Gunner, you have
No,
one
no.
job!
I wonder if Stack can...
Gunner driving
He got
offer
it.
and no... Oh, my goodness.
This feels like Storm Chasers, except the opposite. Like, the storm's chasing the people instead of the other way around. Like, did you ever watch, like, what's it called, Twister? Where it's like a movie and they just chase tornadoes all the time? I feel like this is the reverse, and the storm is chasing them.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Stat Booster. Oh, okay. Showing off moves. Okay, boy.
I've
That has to be one of my favorite emotes that I kind of regret not getting.
never even
TBH.
seen it. I kind of love it. Do you want to do a quick listen in and see what happens as they try to get out of this storm?
Yep, let's go, because apparently, you know, they had a four-wheeled vehicle and decided to run, which makes no sense, but we gotta see where the thought process was coming from. Let's go.
Well, I'll let you move
That's,
yourself this time. How about that?
Oh, yeah.
Look at that respawn.
We had good communication. I see y'all in here. We had good communication, and somebody decided to drive.
Respawn giving the beeping
American
sound
drive.
effects to warn
American
people that they were
communicate
here.
while driving. For a millennial, you think he would do better with the multitasking.
Shots fired.
I'm just saying.
And
Just
now they're
JS.
down at like
JS,
70,
not JMS. JS, just
70
saying.
miscellaneous
Ladies and
health.
gentlemen, you're looking at one of the worst skins in the game, JMack the Gamer.
Hey, Nacho Libre. Grazie.
They're trying so
Yeah,
hard to be
I was sitting
entertaining. I
at
just want them to
Stats
kill
friggin'
things.
Building
Next
for like an
circle is
hour
not
honking.
nice
I was like,
either.
you know what, I'm just gonna leave them.
We almost left you.
So
Yeah, I was
when
about
I
to,
said,
by the
hey,
way.
I've got a shield, and they said, hold on, we're coming to you. And then I waited, and then they said, leave it.
Yeah, you should have just taken it. I don't know what you were thinking.
I was thinking, I'll listen to the guys who
Hi,
play better
Panda.
than me.
Oh,
Now I know better.
rift on the righty.
Big Daddy, if I play, I'm gonna play with this squad. I'm not
Magic,
doing
you're
open
making
If
me
you
lobbies.
shoot one rocket, we're all dead, by the way. That is a perfectly placed rocket to kill all three of us.
Hey, listen, if they can do that, more power to them from that triple kill.
Ooh,
I'm impressed.
that
All
was
right.
brutal.
Yeah.
Guys, we'll probably do a listen until they get through one engagement usually.
How far
We'll
are
see
we?
how that
We're
goes.
good. Farm up a little, boys.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing that.
Nacho Libre. This skin is hilarious.
It's like, I'll take down this house. It's fine.
Big Daddy, if you see someone with a
We got a
green
vending-
name
got a
in
vending
chat
machine here,
answering
mini
you, they are
raffle.
moderators and they
Or pepper spray.
they
one
know
of
what
the
they're
worst
talking
vending
about. So
machines
listen
I've
to the
ever
green
seen
names
in
in
the game.
chat, Big Daddy.
Did you
They
just say
usually
pepper
answer
spray?
for me.
Whatever that stuff is.
Stank bomb.
Pepper spray instead of
Pepper
stink
spray?
bombs.
Like,
He
we're
smelt
gonna
it.
go with pepper spray.
And listen, it could be pepper. You never know.
Pepper spray.
Bruh.
That you should be focusing on the game, not
See how
typing
far they are
Magic's
from the
chat, By
circle.
the way.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, definitely
Not too
team over
bad.
here by this massive portal
Magic
fort.
chat. So that comment was...
Two teams.
from
One. Hey.
two-
There's two teams. There's two teams. There's one coming out of Divot at northeast, and then there's another one at the big, shield thingy, or like big fortress thingy.
The big fortress thingy.
And where's this big fortress
grenades.
thingy we speak of?
Got a grenade.
Oh,
If you wanna use
Between 60 and 70.
okay, ignore them.
60 and 75.
Come this way. Come
Follow
closer
the
to
gunner.
Alfredo.
Follow the
Where we
gunner. We're following the gunner.
JMack wanted to fight, and Getter said
They're not even
no.
inside the circle.
Alright, I think I'm gonna go back to talk to
You guys hear
Respawn
my dog in the
since they're
background?
avoiding this
There's-
No
combat.
grappling hook, because I was about to pump you.
We'll see if Respawn hops himself back over here.
I was hoping that they was going to explain, like, why they decided to leave a car. And
Yeah.
run. But
Oh, there's contact at the bridge, straight east. It's at least a team of 3, if not 4. And I don't know if the other team spotted them.
And what's going on? Like, I heard them talking about a possible second team.
Yeah, I think
Was
there was
I-
a team like
was I
northeast, because there's one at the fortress and one coming out of the divot. I saw both teams. So I think there's another team further north. If you heard those snipes, I think that was the other team. Right now, they're trying to be kind of stealthy and work their way around without getting spotted. That could work. They have had to run this whole game because of circles. Wow.
Zero kills throughout, or did I
think
just
so.
forget that they?
Unless they got the
engagements?
credit. Remember the guy that they like knocked? Oh, Gunner did get credit for that kill.
Yeah,
The one guy at Snobby
Gunner-
Shores.
Okay.
They got some rifts down here at the
C3
Oasis.
rifts. Ooh.
They might go
C3
for them.
rifts.
There's
There
the
we go.
team. And
Waste
look at
the
the
rest here, ladies and
circle.
gentlemen.
Circle has not been their friend. I'm telling you, they had to run the whole game.
No, like seriously, like their calf muscles has to be on fire.
That's
Like,
right.
It has to be the best type of calf muscles I've ever seen in Fortnite history.
I like this. They
Like,
took the rift to
seriously.
kind of get better circle position. They're actually going to go to the other side of Paradise Palms, which I think is smart because a lot of people are going to get pushed out from the west side of circle towards them. So now they're kind of. I've never even seen this farm over here. What the heck is this?
Oh, what?
Did you know this was here?
No.
We needed to
seriously.
explore more.
It's just like I really do think that Fortnite just adds new areas just to add new
I never
areas.
saw
Like,
that. There are some rifts up there to their southwest if they wanted to take that hill. But they kind of have a nice spot here with the cliffside at their back. Now, the downside is that if they get pinned, they don't have a way of escape. You know, it's an open space around them. But the good side is they only
Most
have
definitely.
a couple of directions to really focus attention on. So that's a lot harder for them to get, like, someone sneaking up on them. So, pros and cons.
Oof, man. Oofers, man. Oofers. 14 people left here, ladies and gentlemen, including them 3, making it 11. Let's try to see if we can come through with a W here, man. Stat Booster and JMS Gunner going for those bricks because they're going to need the bricks, man. You know, for them running throughout this whole entire game, I hope that their match is looking just so perfect.
I hope so.
Okay.
I like this
No
build choice because it's kind of on the back of the hill. So there's not a lot of angles where people will be able to see this ramp. So it's a little bit stealthy. They're going to get high ground and have these rifts if they need to make a quick getaway, which I think is a great play. I like it.
Most definitely a good play.
Well, I heard a grenade.
Like, it's crazy that how many rift locations that there actually is. Like, goodness.
I think they're trying to break down their own ramp so people can't follow them. That's what the grenades were for.
Most definitely
Gotcha.
smart ones.
They don't want
Yep.
someone coming up after them. JMack's using that scoped rifle to kind of scope it out, and they're going to build up a little bit, some cover. So this is an interesting choice because, right, when you build up, people can see your location, but it also gives you some cover. So there's pros and cons. And this team at the Rift, at least 2 players will be north or northwest of them.
So now they have IDs or
Yep, there's a
locations
third.
of 2 people. Oh, wait, hold on. There is a third here.
Yep.
They have a location of 1 team, so pretty much 3 people. Minus them as well, making it at least 6 other people that they need to go and find.
Yeah, there's probably 4
Got
teams
this.
left at this point.
Look at that Porta Fortress. Okay, what is your take on the Porta Fortress? That is one thing we do need to address
I mean,
because-
I don't have a strong opinion on it. It's okay, but it's not like all powerful. You know, you can still knock it down or build up to it or rift to it or launch pad or whatever. Like there's ways to get back high ground even if a team uses a Porta Fortress, so it's okay.
I mean, kind of have a very different opinion to it. I genuinely don't like the item. I think it's like too much.
Really?
To be honest with you. Yeah.
You don't like castles popping up all over the place?
Yep.
For the first time all game, they actually got a favorable circle. They only have to move a little ways.
They
I think,
like the circle actually liked them for once in their life.
Yeah, wherever Gunner is standing is in circle, so he's like halfway down the hill, so they can actually keep a little bit of high ground and still be in next circle, which is awesome. And we're down to 10 players left, so these 3 and 7 others, so potentially 2 or 3 other teams. This is exciting.
Oh, look at his egg bling. The cutest one in the game.
The little Triceratops, she's so cute.
Yeah, Triceratops, man.
Respawn's favorite voice today. So should Respawn do a full episode of Fortnite Triple Threat in his like little kid voice? Because I think that'd be pretty.
Oh
hilarious.
no, I believe that would be one of the most annoyingest things to do.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Bad Frog says, please no. Yeah, I don't want to edit that for YouTube either. Nope. And with that, we're down to 9 players remaining. And there's contact at 15.
Oh god. That's crazy, man. Oh, okay. Contact at North 15.
He's being really patient.
Very patient.
Man, that's
Come
a long...
on, JMack. We need you to land those shots, man.
That's a tough shot from this range. And the thing is, it's only one enemy. What you have to be careful of is if you're so focused on one enemy, he can be calling out where the shots are coming from, and his teammate could line up a snipe on you. There's a hit. 23 blue.
There we go. 23. Can we please get like 5 more?
Look what just happened. Your
the
favorite.
Porta Fortress, and guess what? It's inside a circle. This is like, it just never fails. It just never fails.
They're in a great... Oh, I think those are 2 teams fighting over there. This is awesome because now JMack, Gunner, Stack can sit back, let those 2 teams fight, maybe kind of pick at them a little bit with their ranged weapons and just soften them up. There's a couple of good hits in a row.
22. Okay, JMack. Can you give me 3 more? Give me 3 more.
This
here, JMack.
might be everybody left in the game right here because there's only 5 enemies, right? There's 1 down. There's a few running around, a couple building. This could be everybody.
This could be everyone, and honestly, if the circle favors them for this next one, I believe they could actually get the game.
Hey, Doug, I'm just going to ban you from this channel.
Oh, my, 23! Lord have mercy, 3 23s in a row.
Doug,
we get 2 more?
I'm going to ban you from this channel. You don't use that word in my chat, and you don't insult my mods. So go find another channel.
See, I don't see why people come and drop hate. But you know what?
Oh my
We're
gosh.
continuing on Fortnite Triple
We got a
Threat.
3v3 situation right here, and this circle is about to go mobile, or whatever it's called. And now they're heading off. They're going back to the farm, which is the only spot in the upcoming circle that's in the current circle. Does that make sense?
And you know what? Yep, it perfectly makes sense. And they're actually pretty smart for this one.
I like
they
this.
saved that roof just to make sure that they'll be able to get perfect circle positioning. And I see what Gunner is trying to do. He's trying to cap them off at that high ground.
Yeah, because like they're gonna have to run in. I don't think
off.
the other team has any rifts available to them unless they have a Porta Rift or I don't know what else they could use that would really cover this ground. So kind of stopping them at the edge of the circle and not even allowing them to get in. This is a good
This will actually
play.
be one of the perfect times to actually just push in just a little bit to see where they are.
I wouldn't go
inside the
past
city.
this high ground. There he is in the house
Yeah,
at
there we go.
300.
Oh,
Did you see him?
Inside the house.
I saw it too.
Yep, I saw
I
him.
don't know if JMack saw
Inside
it
the
though.
house.
He was in that
JMack,
house.
where's your eyes, man?
He's definitely
Where's
in the
your
bottom
eyes?
floor. There he goes. He spots 2
There
of
we
them
go.
heading out to the north.
Keeps
Another
them
hit.
Oh my god, 23. We need at least a good 5 more of those, JMack.
Grenades
Get one
coming
knock
in,
here,
but I
and then they'll be
don't
dead.
think the other team has the range they're gonna need. Oh, he pops the.
Ooh, using that Porta for.
I like
When
it.
did they pick that up?
I don't know, but I like this placement. There he goes. One coming up the hill at 285, to going right up to Stat. They're rushing Stat. Stat's in trouble.
Come on, Stat. Stat goes down here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness.
I would switch to a
Making
full.
it
I would switch to an
2v3
AR.
situation.
You gotta get off of that scoped at this range. You gotta switch to that full AR, like a
Most
regular
definitely.
AR or your double pistols. Oh, he's taking
Please,
a lot of damage.
JMack, you know what to do, man. Come on, man.
Gunner gets a
There
knock.
we go. Oh my goodness, come on here, JMack.
That was good. That block was really good. That guy decided to jump down.
Very nice, very nicely done. But now they're actually rebuilding right around the portal fort. Like this is actually a smart play here by the enemy team.
Yeah.
That enemy player like actually decided to drop down. One of the more smarter plays here. I wouldn't even be focused on trying to outbuild the other person. Gunner is getting just utterly destroyed by these grenade launchers. Literally needing just a couple more shots.
One
with that
more hit.
LMG just to down that enemy player. If they can
There
down
he
the
is.
enemy player,
Two down.
one more. There we go, Gunner.
Come on, Gunner.
Continue, Gunner.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
You. We done seen it here, ladies and gentlemen, by my boy JMS Gunner using that amazing LMG to not only spray down one enemy, but then the second enemy, and then the third enemy.
Like 10.
I'm proud of you.
You can go.
JMS Gunner, GG's.
Baby, okay? That was such a great finish. I stole that clip. I love that use of the machine gun for the win right there, though. Wow, that was awesome.
That was good.
What a great
I never knew
finish.
that running a marathon here in Fortnite would actually get you a win, man.
Yep.
But my boy Gunner was the only one laying down kills.
Well, they got that one kill at the beginning and those 3 at the end, and that was it for the whole game. Let's pull these guys into the chat real quick.
There it is. We got
Come on,
0
boy.
kills between us, Stat. Yeah.
Hey, me too.
We don't need to focus on all the detail.
It was teamwork.
But, like, the thing is, Stat was kind of up on the hill, like, acting as the wall, and then when he went down, that signaled to the other 2 teammates where the enemies were, so it served a purpose,
exactly right.
right?
That was actually
And
a
then
good
What's fun-
JMack
funny
was,
is-
like, distracting them at the top of the porta-fort and, like, running around, just kind of, like, stalling and hanging out,
'cause
and there you
it could
go.
have gone 2 ways. Either I ran behind y'all and they followed, or I stayed there because for some reason they all came to where we were.
Mhm.
And Magic, it's
Might as
exactly
well.
what you said. He actually said, you guys now know where they are, and we just
Exactly.
started drilling them. It's exactly how it worked.
I mean, it's an unconventional strategy, but hey, it still ended up leading to a win, so why are we complaining about it? I like it.
Still ended up going to the win. You guys played 4 games, got that last win on the 4th. Stat booster. That was actually a really good play from you when you actually set it up near the mountaintop, because like that was possibly the only place that a team could battle for high ground. I really loved that play from you. But there's one question that I had for you 3, and you know I wanted to save it for the end game because like I was this close to just popping in and just asking why in the Christ did you do this? But you guys had 4 wheels. You guys had 4 wheels. Okay, you guys had 4 wheels, and then you guys decided to just walk. What was the thought process between that one? I just gotta know. I just have to know.
Actually, what happened was is that towers, and he drove into a position where we couldn't drive it anymore, so we had to jump out and get off the ledge. It's just the way that structure is built, so we had to run from there out. Yeah,
We
just the way
could
that-
have built a ramp to drive the cart on, but we don't think that far ahead sometimes.
Well, I was wondering that too. I'm like, you guys can build while he's driving, you know, like build a ramp up to the hill
you know,
or whatever. But
Do something, but then you know, like you guys just like getting out of there, and we're running. It's just like okay.
hey,
all
whatever method it
Very, very
takes to
nice.
get the victory royale, though, that was a pretty sweet finish. And then Gunner
That
with the
was.
machine gun triple kill.
Absolutely.
Double kill. The one guy was already down, right? How did the first guy get down, Gunner? I think that was from you as well.
I'm pretty sure he wiped that team.
I shot him.
Like, how did you get the first kill? Because I was watching JMack at that time. We switched back to you to see the double machine gun kill at the end. But how'd you down the first guy?
So first guy was in the storm shooting at JMack up in the porta fort with a scope AR,
Gotcha.
and I saw that first, so I shot him. He was the only guy on the right side. He was probably the flank,
Yeah.
so I took him out first. They couldn't get the revive because they were both on the left side.
I like it.
And then JMack was distracting him up in the porta fort. I started taking pop shots, and then I went with the LMG and just said no more.
I loved it. I loved it. And that one guy, you tagged him twice. or 3 times rather, for 75 white. He knew he was one shot away from death. He ran around the bottom of the porta fort. You just chased after him and gunned him and his teammate down. So I guess Gunner works for your name, at least for this incident.
Absolutely.
And JMack, you worked out really well as being the distraction there. I was wondering if you had, what was your loadout there in Endgame?
You know what? I actually held on to the porta fort for a while.
Gotcha.
Because I wasn't seeing any other guns that were appealing to me. And I think it ended up working out pretty well for us there at the end.
Yeah.
But I usually always try to run with the AR in some sort of close range. I think I actually ended up swapping out the dual pistols for a pump shotgun, which I think are just absolutely incredible at close range. So, but yeah, that's usually how I work it there. My scoped AR is probably one of my favorite guns, as you probably noticed there. I can usually do some damage from a distance. So I was happy.
Yeah, well, like you got some really great shield shots off, but then after Stat Booster died, I was wondering why you stuck with the scoped AR instead of going to maybe a regular AR or a burst.
I'm just confident with it. It's just what I got to know. So even at traditional AR range, I usually stick with it. So
hey,
you
softened him up and Gunner shot him down. I think it worked out.
Pretty much. You know, we let him take all the games. You know, it's all good.
Yeah. He needs the ego boost more than you do. You're fine. We gotta let Gunner have something. So there you go. What a riot.
Yeah, but a lot of fun. Great. I'm glad we could get a win, buddy. Super happy.
It was a lot of fun to watch. I loved it.
Definitely.
Respawn, did you have a couple of wrap-up questions that you wanted to ask?
No. That ATK one was probably the only one for me.
Why'd you ditch the wheels, bro? Where'd the wheels go?
Why did you ditch the wheels?
And that was
had me there for a second.
Gunner's not a good getaway guy. He parked us in a spot that we couldn't get out of, so we had to run.
Well, I was concerned when you chased after that guy over at Snobby Shores, with the circle being so far away, but hey, it worked out. I mean, it was kind of like Storm Chasers in reverse. The storm was chasing you, and you ended up going clear across the map, but hey, a win is a win, so we'll take it. It was solid. So, JMack, I have to ask this because I'm actually shocked that Respawn hasn't. Where did your channel and your gamertag name come from?
Well, JMack is a play on my IRL name, and so I
which
just
is
used
Big Mac from McDonald's.
That's right.
Big Mac.
My name is Big Leroy Mack.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Pause. Stop all operations. Your name, first and last name, is Big Mac.
No,
yes.
That was.
No, it's not.
He's not going to give his first and last name on stream. Respawn. Calm down. Okay, so it's a play off of your real name.
Yes, it is. It is, and so it's actually been a nickname of mine for quite some time. So I felt like it worked well, even though I do get criticism for having a dash in it on Mixer. So, but otherwise, I think it works pretty well.
Well, is the channel without a dash taken, or?
I believe so. Yes. Okay. Whenever I first hopped on the Mixer back in February, I do believe it was taken.
I mean, because I used to be the type. I used to have the underscore between Magic and Unicorn, and then I ditched it and I smushed it all together. No more underscore. But anyways, you can rock that dash.
Yep, I'm trying.
That's awesome.
So.
All right, well, anything exciting coming up for your channel in the next... I mean, obviously, the 29th is the big charity stream. How about any goals that you have, like, towards the end of the year? Did you have any 2018 goals for your channel that you're okay with sharing with us?
Well, I think a lot of people probably look at followers and things of that nature, and I've talked about this a lot on my channel. I think for me, it's just really about building an extremely awesome community that we've been building, and I give tips to other people about kind of where I've come from and what I think really works and how I feel. And really the goal for me is just building the community. And actually one of the things that I really enjoy seeing, and I just mentioned this even earlier today, is the Discord channel that we've built, right? Because I think to me that actually helps show a community growth more than even your followers sometimes in Mixer, because those are the people that truly want to be with you on and off stream. So I'm really excited about seeing that growth and getting to know folks. And I think that one of the goals for me personally is to continue to meet some folks off stream. I actually was on a business trip in Oklahoma and met a couple of my mods actually.
Cool.
While we were out there. So that was really cool. And possibly trying to think about maybe going to PAX South in January, so that might be on the radar as well.
Wait, but aren't you in Pennsylvania?
I am.
So why not
but I'm all over
East?
the place. Well, I may go to East. That was the other thing. People mentioned that as well. New York's only probably about a 5 or 6 hour drive for me, so I might actually try to do both, but we'll see. And actually, January in Pennsylvania, it'd be nice to get to some warm weather. So.
Oh, there you go. But isn't East in Boston?
Oh no! Oh, that's right. It is in Boston this year. Never mind. I thought it was New York. Last year was New York, right? Maybe that's what I was confused.
I mean, as far as I know, it's historically been in Boston. Maybe this year they changed it to New York. I don't know. So that's pretty cool. I love that you had the chance to meet some people in real life. Now, I had to meet Gunner in real life.
Oh boy, I'm sorry,
but it's okay. It's all right. Other people that I've met have been awesome too. I'm kidding. No, it's funny. Like meeting Gunner in real life. Actually, him and Mr. Magic hit it off, and I'm like, oh, this is trouble. This one of my mods and my husband are like thick as thieves right now. I'm in for it. But it's all good. And Gunner's favorite is Magic Jr., my firstborn. My son Caleb is his bud. So it's pretty cool.
By the way, congrats to you on the little one as well. That's just adorable. I love watching you shoot with one hand and baby in the other. It's absolutely incredible. That is talent right there.
Hey, I mean, I got a triple kill while holding the baby in like the crook of my arm earlier. I'm like, these are mom skills that I never knew I'd have to develop, but
it's awesome.
You do what you have to do. No, it's awesome.
That is talent.
Well, JMack, I'm really excited for you and for your channel to see the continued growth and also just that emphasis on building relationships in a community. I think is so important because the streamer community as a whole can be kind of like greedy sometimes, if you know what I'm saying, and it's like loses focus on these names are people. And these are people I want to connect with and not just, hey, come follow my channel to help me boost my numbers. So I think you have a really good focus on what it really means to build community, build relationships. And that's something that goes beyond the channel itself and even overlaps into real life. That these are like real friends. Just because you met them via a website, Mixer.com, it doesn't devalue that friendship at all. And that's really cool.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. And like yourself, you know, it's been so awesome to meet folks like you who are helping other people constantly. I'll never forget whenever you helped me with my interactive board, whenever I was first doing that. And it's just been a pleasure to meet awesome folks. I mean, I've been at this since February, and I've just met so many amazing folks, and I truly just can. And you set a goal. My ultimate goal is just to continue to meet a lot of folks like yourself. Who can really help the rest of us, and I think all waters rise as good people start helping each other. So,
yeah, for sure.
truly appreciate all of your help as well. Thank you.
Yeah, anytime. It's been great getting to know you and to see like your growth as well. And I'm really excited that you get to have your first charity stream coming up next Saturday. Bad Frog, we did spend a lot of the pregame talking about the details of the charity stream, but guys, as a reminder, is Saturday, September 29th on JMack's channel, which is linked there. Go follow it. And it's going to be an 8-hour charity stream. You can put in a pledge for $1 amount per number of wins, up to 10. So if you want to donate $2 per win, the maximum donation that you'd be required is $20 if they can get to the 10 wins, which would be awesome. Or if you can just tune in or host the stream to kind of cheer on the different teams that are going to be participating and encourage them to get those wins for the charity, that would be great.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for all of that.
Do you have a start time, JMack, for that event next Saturday?
Yep. It'll be noon.
Okay.
We'll start at noon and we'll go till 8 p.m. And then you and Gunner will be part of that second shift there from 2 to 4. So I'm really excited to have you guys on board.
I'm looking forward to that too. So yeah, if you can't make it for the whole 8 hours, definitely 2 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Yes.
Make sure to tune in, and maybe Gunner will machine gun down a whole squad again just for fun. He'll be like, "This is for charity!" Like I just want to see that happen. It'd be great.
Awesome. Yeah.
Definitely gonna need to we're most definitely gonna need Gunner to do that one again.
Yes. I'm looking forward to it.
Really good finish for that game.
I'm looking forward to it.
And guys, the other voice here is obviously my co-host Respawn. Thanks again so much for adding your own personality and your sense of humor to the commentary. I super appreciate having you here, Respawn. Please go check out his channel, which is linked right there.